Hey, what's up and hello. This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Hey, ZZ. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Veronica. We are back for Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 3, Fire and Gasolina. Fire and Gasolina. Yes. So if I had to rate this episode, it's a solid C. Haven't gotten all of the bells and whistles yet. We're gonna have to see what this season brings. I just give it a solid C at this point. So yeah, let me know what you guys rate this episode. But for me, it was just all right. One thing I will say though is there's a lot of missing teeth. A lot of missing teeth. And I am so confused and I do not understand why there is an issue with a lack of teeth on this freaking show. Okay. But we're definitely going to talk about that. All right. So, with that being said, let's go with the first episode. I couldn't find a better quality picture of them. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Alex B. We have Will and Courtney. Will scares me. I don't know, y'all. He gives me like he'll snap vibes. He also gives me like cartoon character vibes. I don't know. He's weird to me. I don't know, y'all. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know about y'all, but he's like a blast from the past too. Like I feel like if you put him back in the 1950s, this is what guys look like in the 50s. Brady Bunch-ish, something. It's something. It's something is just not right. Okay. So yeah, I don't know about him. But what I will say is this. Based on what he has said about he is helping his mother, his father has dementia, father I think also has cancer. um you know I hate these type of stories because I feel like we are dealing with someone who's very very vulnerable and he's about to be played. And my thing is that, we talk about suckers all the time on this show, but when you're dealing with people who are dealing with like parents or people who have had some real trauma or illnesses in their family, especially if they're going through that right at that particular moment, I think it's pretty effed up. I just feel like he's in a vulnerable position and he's about to get used. Oh yeah, he does kind of look like Macaulay Culkin, like an older version. He just looks very retro. Very retro. Like you would not think this is 2025 looking at him. I'll just say that. He definitely, I'm just like something. It's like Leave It to Beaver. Ugh, it's something. It's something. It's not right. Hey, Denise. Hey, Tracy. I think I said, did I say hi, Tracy? I think I say hi to Vivian. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah. First girlfriend. It's like, hey, T Pretty. Yeah, it's something. Something is not right with this guy. But what I will say is that this Courtney damn girl, she, I believe, is being housed. She's in prison in Oregon. And her PO pretty much said that she cannot move to California. He's in Sacramento. She can't move there to have her, after she gets out, she can't have her probation there or whatever because they're not married. So, of course, in natural love after lockup fashion, he's like, well, let's get married. You want to get married to me? And she's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. He's like, well, you don't sound excited. Yeah, because she's not excited. She's just trying to get the hell out and be able to use you up. So he ends up talking to the mother about them getting married. This was definitely I know you tired, T Pretty. This is definitely one of those boring situations where I just feel like I feel more bad talking about him because he's about to get played. He's about to get played. He doesn't even realize it. And he's trying to marry this woman. He's a doofus, in my opinion, but he's a doofus that I feel bad for because he's dealing with a big situation right now when it comes to his father. And I do not like Courtney playing with this man emotions. She don't want him. She does not want him. Like he don't even want him. So what is the damn point? So we'll have to see how this plays out, but I just have a feeling this is going to be like a really, really bad situation. But one thing that she mentioned teeth too, because she said one thing about it is that she noticed that he had all his teeth. I I don't know. Like, is it just one of those things that comes with being locked up? I guess people don't have teeth. Some people do, some people don't. Like, what is it? But with that being said, we'll have to move on to the next couple. Let's get her ass over with. Savannah and Bradley. Okay. So remember, he said he was busted and disgusted to see her be what? 30 pounds overweight, 20, 30 pounds overweight. I don't even say that she's overweight, but whatever. He's an asshole. So, but I guess they didn't have freaky tales that night, but they had freaky tales that morning. Okay. Now, based off the way Bradley was looking, he looked like he was not interested. He was bored. Now let him tell it. He felt like the freaky tales was a 10, but he just does not look like he's interested in Savannah at all. I don't know if that's just his demeanor, but he just looks like he's going through the motions. All right. So he talks about his older sister. I didn't know Alyssa was the older sister because the way she was acting, she act childish as hell. But I guess she's the older sister. And he says how she's a constant troublemaker, and how, you know, their mom and dad divorced when they were young. Mom wasn't around, father was barely around. So pretty much, you know, they kind of were just defending each other. And how, you know, he said that he would get into bar fights and things like that because of Alyssa, because Alyssa will just, you know, constantly cause trouble. And he feels like, you know, she's just too much to deal with. But at the same time, he understands that's his sister. So he ends up calling the sister and saying that, you know, hey, I know you want to come to my party, but we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to sit down, me, you, Savannah, and talk about this or whatever the case may be. Now, I find it interesting that Alyssa was trying to throw in Savannah's face saying how their parents didn't want nothing to do with Savannah because of the things that Savannah had allegedly said. But based off of what Bradley said, hell, their own parents didn't want nothing to do with them. So I find that interesting that she tried to make it seem like it was a big dig, like the parents and them have this great relationship. Based off of Bradley, they don't. So I don't know why she did that. But again, hurt people. Because I'm thinking like, well, based off of what your brother's saying, your own parents don't give a shit about y'all. So this whole, my parents don't want nothing to do with you because of what you said to Bradley. They don't, your own parents don't even want nothing to do with y'all. That's why y'all in the situation that y'all in. So with that being said, child, Savannah starts randomly crying. Literally while she's in the bed with Bradley. And Bradley's like, what the F just happened? What's going on? What just happened where you start crying? And she was like, you know, she's sad because her and Alyssa are not cool. And how I guess she misses Alyssa's child. Can you imagine? Alyssa has a damn child. She mentioned a damn child. Alyssa has a kid. That erratic cuckoo for cocoa bird literally has a child. Okay. All right. I guess, look, we got to deal with that. So she's saying how she misses the child. She definitely has a attachment thing when it comes to kids. And I guess this is especially because of her ex that she said they separated and she hasn't seen the child. She has a thing when it comes to kids. I would not be shocked that she is trying to get pregnant as soon as possible because she's trying to fill a void. But, you know, while she's crying, Bradley is like, Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt like that. But of course, he says it like he really doesn't give a damn. He's looking at her like, what in the hell is going on here? But with that being said, he was like, look, we're going to plan to meet up and hopefully we can get this resolved. All right. So then he ends up seeing eyebrows, Alyssa. Whoo, child. A 10 for 30 seconds. Exactly. A 10 for 30 seconds. He sure did say it was 30 seconds. I think it's Dennis in prison. They just rip them teeth. They don't fix it. Or they don't touch them teeth at all. Bradley said children, maybe more, the one. So she has more than one child. This, ugh, Jesus. Anyways, eyebrows, Alyssa. Child, look at the eyebrows. Look, do people realize that eyebrows make or break your face? Look at them eyebrows. They going straight up. But anywho, I was so tired of her saying facts, facts, facts. Yeah, facts, facts. So at that point, Bradley is like, look, you're a crazy bitch. You're my sister, though, but you're a crazy bitch. And literally, Savannah's like, yeah, bitch, you're crazy. She's like, I've learned that, I definitely am the common denominator in the situation and I have to do better. Yeah, okay. We'll see if you actually do better. But I think she's saying whatever she can at this point so she can stay in her brother's life and in Savannah's life so she can ruin their lives. She definitely gives crab in a barrel. She definitely gives that I'm going to drain and suck the life out of you. And considering the fact that Savannah has definitely had issues with substance abuse. I believe she also, Alyssa, allegedly has issues with substance abuse. It's just a recipe for disaster. Hell, even Bradley said they're freaking fire and gasoline. That's the name of this damn show. So that should tell you right there, they're not good for each other. So, but Bradley did say if he had to choose between Alyssa and Savannah, he's choosing Savannah, which I can understand to a certain extent because he doesn't want to do the craziness of his sister. But I'm still trying to figure out if he is using Savannah like Alyssa has claimed, what is he using her for? What do you guys think he's using her for? To stay in that mansion? Because I'm confused on what he's using her for. He's about to go to work. So I don't know. I do not know. Or Alyssa was just saying that to blow smoke up her ass. But I'm just really confused. But he pretty much said he would choose Savannah over his sister any day. Savannah, sister and Savannah kind of look alike. Hell no, they don't look alike, Veronica. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I'm sorry if you guys hear all of that ruckus in the background. The cat is catting right now. So excuse me if you hear all of that ruckus. But no, I don't think they look alike at all. But with that being said, she just kept saying facts. She kept admitting that she does have an issue. The thing is she actually going to change? No, I think she's going to bring more drama, which is going to make the show more entertaining. Now, I don't know if Bradley and Savannah is going to be able to keep their sanity, but what the hell am I talking about? Savannah ain't sane. Savannah already ain't sane. She gets on my damn nerves. So if anything, it's just going to make her even worse than what she already is. So let's move on from this freaking situation and move on to child. Speaking of, again, no teeth. No teethis. Okay? Look at this shit. Look. Another, where are the teeth? The missing teeth. OMG, what the hell is going on? He wasn't eating, he was sucking that barbecue. He couldn't chew. He couldn't chew it all whatsoever. He literally, it was gum on gum. Gum on gum. Do you understand me? So he gets out of freaking prison. Hey, Joseph. He gets out of prison and the mama wants a hug first. Now, interesting enough, he was in prison for apparently selling substances. Based off of his teeth, I'm like, you sure you wasn't using? You sure you wasn't using? Hey, Kasari, don't she look like Lark Voorhees when she's oh no. Not Lark. Oh my gosh. You know who she talking about, y'all. She talking about this picture right here. For y'all know who remember Lark Voorhees is Saved by the Bell. She was the black girl on the show. She definitely she does have, I think, clinical mental issues. I don't know if she admits it, but clinical mental issues. And yeah, she definitely, the last time I think we saw her, she had on makeup that was like 10 shades lighter than her eyebrows and stuff. So that's what Kashari is talking about. By the way, Kashari, I don't know if you're on Instagram. Let me know if you're on Instagram. I'm doing a live, members only live this Sunday if you're available, but you took me back with that Lark. But yeah, sorry about that post too soon. No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, hey Ruby. So with that being said, child, he gets out, and of course the mama's crying and all of this stuff. And I'm like, this ain't his first time in prison, but I guess, honey, she was crying. Brooke gave her time to have her mommy moment, and then next thing you know, they started sucking faces, child. And so at that point, they get in the car. He got on this damn shirt, which I was like, this is such a setup that said like husband, daddy, protector, or something like that. And then of course Brooke and her freaking ghetto ass talking about she focused on the daddy part. It is amazing to me that you already have two kids by two different baby daddies who are not even in those children's lives, and you focus on wanting him to be a daddy versus him being a husband to you first. Child, when I tell you that ghetto mentality ain't no freaking joke. So she's like, yeah, I'm focused on the daddy part. I'm focused on the daddy part. So yeah. So with that being said, child, with that, they end up getting in the car. Okay. Hey, May. Hey. They end up getting in the car. And he's talking about the food that they was going to have in the damn prison that day, talking about some pork noodles, and the noodles are melted or whatever the case may be. But baby, the way that his hands was jazzing, the way that he was flipping his wrists, I'm confused. Did y'all see them jazz hands? And did y'all see the way them wrists was flipping, baby? I thought he was about to Vogue. I said, honey, what is going on here? You about to do the duck walk? What are you doing here? His hands was moving. Like, I was like, are you getting the manicure? What's going on here? Honey, I was confused. But yes, he definitely had them jazz hands. So I don't know. I don't know if he's all the way on Brooke's team, but that's quite interesting how he was moving them hands. I could see, maybe every occasion, but he was moving them hands a lot. So he was talking about how, yes, he can go eat. What are you trying to say, Veronica? He has missing teeth because it's easier to do something? Veronica, you nasty. You're bad. Oh my gosh. Yes. Ooh, child. Yes. Okay, so let's try to move on. But yes, so with that, they go and get some barbecue. Y'all, it's a little raw over here. This is why I do it late night, because sometimes we have late night conversations that can get a little risque. Alex is like, oh, hell no. It can get a little risque over here, a little risque. But yeah, so with that being said, hey, Vanessa. So they end up going to get some barbecue, honey. And baby, he talking about he wants some ribs. And I was like, all right, can you even chew? He said he wanted ribs, he wanted all of this stuff. So next thing you know, this Brooke girl is insisting on trying to have a baby. And she said, look, I already got two kids. I'm 31 years old, and I'm not trying to have a kid at 40. Ma'am, See, this is the problem with parents who pick up the pieces for these young girls and guys who have kids, because it's nothing for her, in my opinion, to say she want another child, because it is very obvious from the last episode that her parents are very active in her children's lives. They're probably really the parents. They probably make sure and pick up the pieces for Brooke all the time. So it was nothing for her to just spit out another baby, because she knows someone's going to be there to take care of that child. So she's insistent on talking about how she wants to have a child. And JK's mother is like, look, no glove, no love. And she said, literally, Brooke said, no glove, all love. She literally is like, I don't plan on having protection. I don't plan on wearing no protection. I'm not saying I'm trying to get pregnant, but at the same time, if it happens, it happens. Ghetto shit. Straight up ghetto shit. I really want to know. I'm curious to know who is really financially taking care of them kids. Something tells me it's just not her income that's taking care of them children. I'm sorry. Something tells me it's not. Mind you, JK just got out. He has no job. The mother said he needed to get his priorities straight, focus on the job, focus on staying out of jail and having some stability. And he talking about something, I just got out, I want a child. Look, sir, first get a job and get your teeth fixed. You trying to have a child, the child will have more damn teeth than you. Seriously. How about you get, like your mother said, get your priorities together. Children cost money. You have to feed them. You have to clothe them. You have to get them medical insurance. And he's sitting up there talking about he's 31 years old. Isn't it about time for him to have a damn child? And the mother was like, well, if you wasn't spending the last 15 years in and out of damn prison. So when I tell you this was like, what was that show, 16 Years and Pregnant? That I feel like 16 years old and pregnant, I feel like I was watching this show. I really felt like it was. And so at this point, Brooke seems to be really obsessed with having another child. The mother's so pissed off, she walks away and she crying because she feels like they think it's a joke or whatever the case may be. And so this fool is like, okay, mom, like I'm gonna be serious, and Brooke, you be serious too. But then he goes outside and tells the cameras, tells production, he has never worn protection in the 31 years that he has been on this earth. He said he's never worn protection. Yeah, never. And then he tried to say, I guess his pullout game is strong. Or maybe they were on some type of birth control. Or maybe they weren't all women. But I'm going to continue and move on. Okay, I'm going to continue and move on. Hey, Brenda B. Yes, step ball chain and jazz hands, honey. Those are straight up jazz hands. I used to dance. I know jazz hands when I see them. He had jazz hands with a mix of spirit fingers. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. She does. Didn't he say his pullout game is great for 31 years, but 15 in jail? He ain't too smart. He ain't too smart at all. But with them jazz hands, something tell me he like possibly other things. I'm just saying. They'll only be toothless together for a few months. Yeah, together for a few months. That baby, by the time that baby is 9 months old, that baby gonna have more teeth than his dang on daddy. So I would say focus on that first, unless both of y'all gonna be sucking on a bottle together, because he can't really chew. We saw the way he was knobbing. He can't even chew at all. So yeah, the mother is just like, you know what? I'm trying to tell you to be responsible. He gonna do what the hell he want to do, and guess what? She gonna be there to pick up the pieces like she always picking up the pieces. Because if your son been in and out of jail for 15 years and you still coming to the jail to pick him up, child, what, like, he's gonna continue to do what he's gonna do because you always gonna be there. I know a truth but hate. I'm telling you, Like, seriously, all of them missing teeth. Like, he has to literally brush tooth by tooth. Like, he cannot scrub. Like, he literally has to go tooth by tooth. It's ridiculous. He don't need to floss. What is there to floss? I'm telling you, just damn ridiculous. And he talking about trying to have a child. Get some dental insurance first. What the hell is wrong with you? So, anyways, let's move on from them. This is going to sound mean. This is going to sound mean. But this is all jokes, and this is going to sound mean. But if you really look at this picture right here with Brooklyn and Brian, Brooklyn looks like Brian with the wig on and makeup on. Just look at the picture closely. Can you see it? I can see it. I could really see it. Kind of scary, ain't it? When I tell you, if you look at it, oh no, I ain't stopping, Kasari. I'm going full speed ahead. You look at this dang on picture and can't see that they don't look like it. Look like Brian is Brooklyn when he want to be Brooklyn. Drew Paul drag race anyone. Y'all know damn well if y'all look at that picture, the makeup and the wig, you looking at the same damn person. I said it. I said it. I said it. I sure did. I said it. Y'all laughing because y'all know y'all can see it. If you can't see it, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. They look alike. They look alike. I need to literally see them face to face together to make sure they are not one of the same. I said it. I said it. Both of them 27, Brooklyn, Brian. I'm just saying. They look alike. They do. But anyways, let me move on. And she has a strong Alex. Not a strong running back neck. No. But look at them, y'all. They look alike. Come on. Let's just be real here. Yes, honey, 8 p.m. and beyond. Sometimes I may start it at 7, but 8 p.m. and beyond, honey, we get a little ratchet over here. How do I see this? Oh, Lord, what kind of screenshot are you about to send me, Alex? DM me the screenshot. DM me the screenshot if you have Instagram. I think you follow me if I'm not mistaken. DM me the screenshot, but I'm kind of nervous. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that because let me tell you something. I had to do a double take and I said, well, I'll be damned. Brooklyn and Brian kind of look alike. They kind of look alike. It won't let you? I don't know why, but we'll have to figure it out. Just DM me and we'll see how we can figure it out. But anyways, let me move on to what I was going to talk about. But y'all know I had to take a moment because I said, baby, this is a little scary. This is a little scary, okay? So this girl is trying to find her keys, her house keys, okay? Because she's trying to see him literally drive by her before he has to go to the halfway house because he can't even sit up there and like meet with family or anyone like that. He has to go straight to the halfway house, right? So she's trying to find a key. She can't find him. So she decides, because she's so busy trying to see him drive by her, that she leaves her house unlocked, hoping that no one is going to come in so she can go and see this fool drive by. Okay. So She ends up, Zizi said her shiny synthetic wigs bother me. Where is she getting them from? Timu? I don't know. But you know what's so interesting? Brooklyn is from Ohio. This other damn that Ashley girl with her synthetic wigs is from Ohio. I like they got Ohio looking bad, and I know people in Ohio who got some bomb hair and some bomb wigs and weaves. So I don't know what's going on. Alibaba something. But with that being said, she ends up going where the jail is and waits just so she could see him drive by in a freaking car, hoping that maybe she thought they were going to stop, knowing damn well, I'm like, girl, please, they wasn't about to stop for you. She saw him really quick and then ends up going in her car and pretty much kind of like following the car so she can go to the halfway house. Okay. And so at that point, she ends up calling him and she was like, "Did you see me?" He was like, "Yeah, I saw you." She was like, "Okay." She was like, "You think when I drop off your stuff, I can, see you if they let you allow you to come up front?" He's like, "No, babe, that's not about to happen. You just gonna have to drop off my stuff." So she ends up dropping off his stuff, and then he ends up giving her his paperwork and his tablet, his prison tablet. Okay. So she gets in the car and she sees there's a random girl picture on his tablet, under the tablet. Okay. She calls the girl a big booty bitch. She says, "Who is this big booty bitch?" All right. And so, based on what we saw, though, and it was a blurred picture, that big booty bitch don't look nothing like her. From what I saw from that big booty bitch picture, that girl was snatched. She seemed like she had a tight waist. She looked totally different from Brooklyn. All right. So Brooklyn is like, what the hell is going on? She ends up like, "Oh, we need to talk. We need to talk." Like, and even the production was like, "Who is that?" And she was like, I don't know who it is, but I gotta talk to him about this." Now, is anyone shocked? We clearly know from past those tablets are definitely quite interesting. They have a lot of evidence on there. How much y'all want to bet? That's probably that girl. Didn't she mention there was a girl in New Jersey that he was talking to? Wasn't that like the last episode that we had where she was talking about there was a girl in New Jersey? How much I want to bet that's the girl in New Jersey? And if he got that picture on his tablet that's right behind the tablet, and instead of freaking Brooklyn's picture, to me that says a lot. I need to see him on the corner in the streetwalker dress to see who's built better. Damn, Kashari. When I saw her in that outfit standing on the corner, like, girl, you know what you look like in front of a prison too. Ooh, child. But you know what? Hey, like I said, I admire her confidence, honey. When she said last week she thinks she Beyonce, I said, well, look, ain't nothing wrong with a little confidence, even a little delusion at times, honey. But hey, she confident in herself. So she feel like, the way she look all right. So who am I to say something? You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm still going to say something, I still think you and your freaking man are the same person. But let's continue. But anywho, so with that being said, she pissed off and she want to speak to him, talking about something, what the hell he done got into. I think that's the Jersey girl, but y'all let me know who y'all think that is, because she was so quick to say she liked him in school because he was so quiet. Them quiet ones be the ones you really got to be nervous about. Really nervous about. So I personally think that's the Jersey girl, but we gonna have to see. Y'all let me know what y'all think of that situation. But I could not believe that she took her ass all the way to where his prison is just so she could try to wave at him and then trail him to his freaking halfway house. That is some type of desperation if I ain't ever seen it. Cause I'll be like, look, if I can't even see you when you get out of the prison, I'll see you when I damn see you. I don't think their story is real. There's no evidence of him or her profile anywhere. And she was trying to start a podcast on YouTube. You don't think it's real? Do you think they're the same person, Alex? Cause I'm now that you saying that, if they ain't got no profile or nothing like that, it's making me wonder. It is making me wonder. Look at this. Look at it. Contouring and everything else. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I used to live in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. You did? Alex says, I think Alex said he's not far from there either. It's a suburb based off of where he lives. How big is Reynoldsburg? Like, we confirm she is real. She has she is real. She has a daughter. Okay, so Alex B got the T. She got a daughter. Okay. I didn't know she had a daughter. Okay, so that's interesting. She does have a daughter. Does he have any kids? This is interesting. But again, we already know how production do stuff and how they can fake relationships. So we'll have to see. Hey, V baby, what's up, girly? You changed your picture. What's up, pretty girl? What's up, pretty girl? But yeah, so we'll have to see on that. But yeah, she definitely was upset that she saw that big booty bitch on the back of the tablet. I'm like, you talking about the back of the tablet, child? What's in the tablet? Turn that tablet on. You probably gonna see a lot more pictures and a lot of other stuff too. So with that being said, we gonna move on to the final couple of the night. The throuple. The throuple. Y'all ready? Yes. Let's look at the teeth again, okay? And you know what's so crazy? The way that these damn teeth are gapped out, they all seem like they have the same gaps. He got the same gaps as freaking JK. He like, what is going on here? What is going on here? Guys, seriously, Ansley always looks different. With you talking about Ashley? Yeah, they were at the same prison too. Who was at the same prison? You talking about Brian and Juju Bees, Julius? I wouldn't be shocked. But look, let's have a serious conversation here, y'all. Not even just about the teeth, though. But Juju Bees has been in prison for 6 years. Who's not cute? You talking about the light bright crew, May? Yeah, ain't none of them cute. But he's been in prison for 6 years, correct? So pretty much at 18, 19 years old, he went to prison. But here's a couple of things that were red flags to me. One, you've been in prison for 6 years. You get out of prison and you decide you want to be with your guys, even if it is for 9 minutes. You want to be with your guys first before you be with a woman. Flag number one. Flag number two. You already know we catch this a lot. He said he hadn't been intimate with a woman in 6 years. Intimate with a woman. Got to be careful with those words. Because what I would think I would hear is you haven't been intimate, period. But he said he hasn't been intimate with a woman in 6 years. All right. So just a couple of things here that just ain't making no damn sense. But one thing I will say is Juju Bees, aka Julius, got more teeth than the other two in that damn car. That's what we do know. Cookie Monster teeth, for real. Drinking and smoking, Bone Thugs on mess. Somebody mentioned that. That's a big allegedly because I don't want to put that on anyone, but he looks a little bit too young to be having all of them issues with his teeth. I'll tell you that much. But some people do have just bad teeth. And if they don't have a dentist or proper like dental care, it will mess with them. Yes, they were at the same prison. Oh, you know what? I did hear that those two are and asterisk out that, Alex, because I think those are kind of like trigger words for the algorithm. But yeah, I did hear Ohio is one of those places or whatever the case may be. But good grief, he's a meat. Look, There was just certain things. I'm like, I'm sorry, but 6 years and you want to hang with your boys, even if it is for that short amount of time, and you saying you haven't been intimate with a woman, those are red flags to me. Those are definitely red flags to me. But anywho, with that being said, Alexis, of course, was upset. Alexis was upset because even if it was 9 minutes, 2 minutes, 90 minutes, she wanted him to ride with her because she's the one who's been holding him down all of this time. Meanwhile, he wanted to smoke and drink some Patron. So they get to the restaurant and, she happy just to watch this fool eat some damn hash browns and eggs. And next thing you know, he's like, I gotta go take a leak. He ends up claiming he's going to take a leak, but he goes to the back of the restaurant and calls Ashley. Okay. So Catfish Ashley is her name. And Catfish Ashley is like, oh, he's with his mama right now. But as soon as she see that phone ring, she's like, oh my gosh, it's Julius. So he's like, yeah, hey, Ashley, I'm with my mama right now. But hey, at the end of the day, I'll come see you later on tonight. And she's like, okay, babe, okay, I'm gonna get a room. I love you. And he's like, yeah, always. And she's like, what the F is going on? Why is he doing this all of a sudden where he's not saying I love you back? He said I love you when he was in prison. Why is he saying I love you now? You already know the answer, heifer. But let me tell y'all something. Them damn wigs. Them wigs. Them wigs. Who told her these wigs? She looked like Morticia Adams. Who told her these wigs is working for her? Who told her those wigs was sexy? I'm confused. But with that being said, her friends is pretty much saying he's playing the hell out of you. Make sure you guys hit the like button. So, yeah. So at that point, she says, I need for Julius to be a boyfriend / husband. I need him to be that. And I'm like, girl, boyfriend or husband, you ain't getting nothing close to that. So at that point, he also says, she does you like Morticia Adams. Straight up, Adams family. He also says, if you guys noticed, in a confessional, he said he's been talking to other people besides Alexis and Ashley. Other people. Not other women, other people. Read between the lines, y'all. Read between the possible lines. But Ashley, like a dumbass, she gets the room and finds out when she gets to the room, he calls her. Because, of course, he done got home with Alexis. Alexis got the whole welcome home stuff out there. They hugging, kissing, and all of this stuff. Because, of course, he's staying with Alexis. Sounds like he can't even stay with the mama. So that should tell you right there what's going on with him. All right. So at that point, she gets the room. She's getting ready. I will say one thing, though. Those eyebrows was on point. Her eyebrows, I don't know if it looked like it probably got makeup on them, but her eyebrows look really thick and nice and healthy. But he ends up calling her after she gets the room. He was like, yeah, so look, check this out. We got things, me and my mama and my sister, we got things to do, so I ain't gonna be able to see you tonight. And she's like, what? He's like, I ain't gonna be able to see you tonight. She hangs up the phone. She's like, I don't want to talk to him. He calls right back. She pick up that phone in a New York second. A New York second. She literally just hung up on him and said she didn't want to talk to him. As soon as he called back, she picks up that damn phone. And he knew she was going to pick up the phone. So then he says something. He's like, look, you want to see me or not? Like straight up, like you want to see me or not? She was like, I want to see you, but he was like, look, I got stuff to do. And she was like, who are you with? He was like, my mom and my sister. And then she was like, where are you staying? with my peoples. Who are your peoples? My mama. She clearly already know that ain't the damn truth. Okay, she know it's not the truth. And he was like, look, you want to see me tomorrow night? She was like, I want to see you tomorrow early, but you better not mess up my birthday. He was like, yeah, all right, cool. See you. Bye, bitch. Click, hang up the damn phone. He's like, yeah, all right, bye. Click. Hangs up the damn phone. Just the straight up disrespect. He don't give a shit about either one of them, but he got to play nicer with Alexis because Alexis is providing him shelter. But he don't give a shit about either one of their asses. He's like, yeah, all right, bye. Hangs up the phone on her. She about to cry. And she was like, I knew he was going to do this. Well, if you knew he was going to do this, then why are you dealing with him? Desperate much? The fact that you are begging this fool to spend time with you is doing too damn much. And her friends, which I guess, look, if your friends, even when you look a hot mess, ain't cheering you on, I guess they ain't your real friends, right, honey? Because literally they was like, look, he's playing you, whatever the case may be. If I was you, I would get my sexy on, put on my whole outfit, honey, and let him know and send him a picture and let him know what he's missing. This is what he's missing. What the hell she got on? What in the hell does she have on? Look, like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with her weight. Because there is definitely some cute freaking lingerie for big girls, just like it is for small girls. But this is ill-fitting. It does not. What? Really? Really? She has 2 children. ZZ. She has 2 children. Ashley got 2 kids. She got a boy and a girl. Child, she put on that damn $2 freaking wig. Got on that freaking onesie, lingerie onesie with some freaking ripped freaking short jeans with the lace freaking pantyhose. Child, she looked a hot ass mess. And her friends is sitting up there taking pictures of her on that freaking Motel 6 bed. That looked like a damn extended stay. An extended stay. Motel 6. And she on the bed thinking she looking all sexy with flowers and stuff, trying to send it to him, talking about something, this what you missing. Julius probably laughed at that damn picture when he got it. Laughed at that damn picture. But remember, they keep showing us the old pictures of her. I still need to know if he has seen current pictures of her. Because she made it seem like she was going to send him that picture. He may look at that picture and say, who the hell is that? I don't know. They know she look a fool. They support her ass, though. I'll give them that. Ashley should be a spy for the FBI the way she changes her style every scene. I'm telling you. She even said he probably has another bitch. Girl, you knew he had another freaking female as soon as you started talking to him. He doesn't seem excited to see me because he ain't excited to see you. You more excited to see him, which is why he can disrespect you the way that he disrespects you and act like he don't care because you're going to do all the caring for him. Yeah. Yeah, she has 2. She has a boy and a girl. Mrs. Potato. Why are these ladies with children so quick to have babies with men fresh out of prison? I will never understand that either. I would never understand why they so fresh to have another child. I would never understand why they so quick to have these men around their children. I'll never understand that. I don't even like strangers around my fur babies. I don't even want strangers around them. And we talking about kids? Absolutely not. But this is what they do. This is what they do. And at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, interesting enough, there are some people who really have an issue with us doing reviews on these shows. Let me explain something. We didn't tell these people to sign up for these damn shows. When you sign up for shows like this, expect to be talked about, good, bad, or ugly. You decided to sign up for this show, you wanted people to talk about you. And so now you're being talked about. But this is just, it's given too much. I don't know what's going on with Ashley. I don't know what type of crisis she had. Maybe, I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't think she's an ugly girl, but I do think that definitely there was somewhere in between her stripper days to now where she has lost her way. Because it makes me wonder if she was acting this way when she was in her stripper days. Seemed to me, she seemed like she felt like she was more of that girl back in those days. So I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that you literally had this random 25-year-old call you and you claim he had the wrong number. And because you was that desperate, thinking that he sounds good, you decided to talk to him. Don't know his background, don't know anything. You don't know nothing about him. But then you expect for him to get out of prison and like be ready, fully ready to be with you and you only. I don't get it. But again, I'm still kind of debating on if this side of it is real or not. We will have to freaking see, child. But yeah, I'm not convinced at this point that this may be real, at least on the Ashley end. Now, apparently Alexis is pregnant. So her side seems to be legit. But what I do know is Julius is a piece of shit. He is a POS. The way that he was talking to that damn girl, and honestly, even the way he was talking to Alexis, like I said, he's nicer to her because she's providing a place for him to live. But he definitely does not seem interested in either one of them. And in a confessional, he pretty much saying he playing the damn game. He's playing the game. You know what I mean? Like, because there are girls out there, even with all of them. I'm sorry, he looks a hot ass mess with all of them damn tattoos and them tattoos on his face. Like, he just gives convict for the rest of his life. I'm sorry. Once you start doing all of the tattoos on your face and stuff too, like, unless you're about to be a tattoo artist, you're giving criminal for the rest of your life. What job can he realistically get? Unless he's about to be a tattoo artist, what can he get? And then from my understanding, he was still on probation. So him smoking and doing all of that stuff in the freaking car when he was making his way home, I'm like, you are a recipe for disaster. Sadly, I don't put it past him to be back in prison within the next couple of years. So I don't either, because my dog was extremely sensitive to my emotions. If he felt I was stressed, he would walk around. Exactly. Don't seem he care about a job. Don't seem he care about nothing. He had more of a smile on his face when he saw his boys and when he was hollering back at the prison, talking to the dudes behind the walls. He was up there like, let me say bye to my boys. And he, interesting enough, one of them boys in there was like, love you, man. And literally Julius said, I love you too. Yeah, he said, I love you too to the dude behind the freaking walls. But he ain't said, I love you to no damn Ashley. He barely ain't saying, I love you to Alexis. So yeah, Julius, the verdict is still out on you, sir. It's still out on you. At least you got your teeth. I'll tell you that much. He definitely has a nice set of teeth. Now, maybe he got a side one missing somewhere, but he seemed like he got a nice set of teeth. But he literally was like, yeah, do you want to see me or not? If you don't want to see me, that's cool. Because there's a couple other ones lined up. That's the way he pretty was saying. There's a couple other ones lined up. And literally, when he says that he's with his mama, he actually is with his mama. Her name is Alexis, because Alexis gonna be paying all the bills. She gonna sit up there and take care of him, the clothes, the food, the shoes. She is going to be taking care of him like that is her son. And on top of that, she's pregnant, so she gonna have another mouth to feed. Ciao. It is what it is. But yeah, so with that being said, you guys, that was the end of the episode. That was the end of it. At this point, I'm really curious to see Ashley and Juju Bees meet up. I want to see how he's gonna react when he meets up with her, because we are convinced that she's a catfish. We're convinced, because every time we see a picture of her, every time we see her, she looks totally different. So I'm curious, like, will the real Ashley, what Ashley has he consistently seen? What he see when he sees the pic? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which Ashley has he seen, because literally the pictures that we saw when they first put her up there, those stripper pictures, she looked totally different. Which face she gonna wear? And exactly. I just look, hey, and that damn wig is tragic. That wig is tragic. I don't know who told her that wearing them wigs, she was just better off like wearing her own hair and pressing out her own hair, because that wig looks a mess. That whole outfit looks a mess. She looks cheap. She looks cheap, used, and abused, unfortunately. She gives desperate with what she has on. She looked like she waiting for a client, if you know what I mean. That's what she looked like. Real talk. I'm curious to see when he sees the picture. Last episode, when she was talking to him, she looked like Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly on the Bride of Chucky, right? Because that's exactly what it was given. That's the right word for her. Yeah. She was waiting for a client. She really did. That's what she looks like. He will find a way to use her. I mean, he's pretty much said in the confessionals that's what he's doing. He's playing the field. He ain't serious about none of them. He's using all of them. And allegedly, he can't even stay with his mama. That was something that I think Ashley said. Like, he can't even stay with his mom. I think the friend or somebody said, can he even stay with her? He can't even stay with her. So at the end of the day, he's just playing the game, and he's using whoever he can use. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. You know, and he's dealing with two women who are both insecure and desperate as hell. I mean, we're only in episode what? Is this episode 3 at this point? Yeah, episode 3, right? How many times do we have to hear Alexa say that she has low self-esteem and she's self-conscious about her body? We have heard that almost in every episode at this point. She's not comfortable with herself. She is very insecure. Same thing with Ashley. Ashley, though, hasn't really said it, but she walks around like she's insecure. Alexis keeps saying it. She literally said it in this episode. I'm nervous about having freaky tales with him. You know, I have been working out. Girl, why are you still so focused on how self-conscious you are about your body? You are a target for a user like him. You don't even feel confident in yourself. So this is what I'm talking about. Both of them are targets, and he knows that. He knows that. That's why he about to take advantage of all of them. So with that, yes, she does. Even in this picture, she looked like Jennifer Tilly on The Bride of Chucky. He will find a way to use her. He's using all of them. His mama didn't even come for his release, right? Because the mama probably tired of him. And you know what's interesting on that note before I go? Notice his sister isn't there either. Isn't Alexis and the sister supposed to be best friends? Didn't she say that in the first episode we saw her? The first episode, she said that Julius' sister and her are best friends. Where that sister at? That sister is probably like, you deal with that drama. Yeah, go ahead and talk to my brother so we ain't got to deal with his crazy ass. Interesting. We haven't seen her yet. So, you know what I'm saying? That's very interesting. She said that his Julius' sister and her are best friends, and that's how they met. Interesting. My grandson is 22, and if he brought Ashley to my house, he would be cussed out. Brenda B, she said, absolutely not. You will not bring her ass to my damn house. Whoo, baby, when I tell you, his brother-in-law came through, right? His brother-in-law. Now, based on the pictures we saw, he comes from a big family. So I'm going to assume he has more than one sister. So I don't know what brother-in-law that is. I don't know if that's the brother-in-law to her, Alexa's best friend, or whatever the case may be. But interesting enough, her BFF, who is Julia's sister, we haven't seen her yet. Something tells me that ain't really her friend, and she already know. She already know the type of POS her brother is, and she purposely sat up there and said, "You deal with his ass, because we over it." And if that was really a friend, she wouldn't even want that for you, because they have to know that Julius ain't shit. They know he is. The family be knowing before anybody else know. So they probably like, yeah, you deal with Alexa so she could take care of you, because we over. We tired of you. But with that being said, you guys, let's continue the conversation below. Like I said, this was an okay episode. I need some fireworks. I need for some stuff to keep going and buzzing. At this point, I need for this throuple, I need for Alexis and Ashley to meet. Because the last one, Kate and Kaylee, they didn't meet. I need for these two to meet. Hell, maybe even see each other out. Like, I need this to be a Cheaters moment. Remember the show Cheaters? I need for production to make this happen so we can really see what's really going to pop off. If this is a legit throuple, I need to have a Cheaters moment. That's what I need. Plus Alexis is a nurse, so he will financially, she's not a nurse, I don't think. I think she's like an, aide or something. I think you mix up couples. Will is the one who has a sister who used to be friends with the sister. No, hey Willie, no, I could have swore, am I tripping, you guys? Maybe didn't Alexis say that she met Julius through his sister, which is her best friend? Y'all let me know. Willie's saying I'm getting the couples mixed up, but I could have sworn Alexis said she met Julius through Julia's sister, and that is her best friend. I thought she said that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Cheaters was my show. Yes. They need to have a Cheaters moment. Cheaters moment. Catch them right in the act. While he out with one of them, the other one comes through. I need that moment. I really do. Yeah, CNA. I don't think CNAs make that much money. V baby, I like that purple lipstick, girl. Everybody can't rock purple, but you rocking that purple lipstick. So yeah, I feel like that's what she said. Yeah, okay, so she did say that. Does anyone else feel like Julius is under the influence of something other than a sip of tequila? Ooh. Well, Miss CB. Who knows? It's gonna have to be a big allegedly. But let other people tell it. Them light brights in the car that got missing teeth, they think they own something else too. So who knows, child? Who knows? So I guess we'll have to see, especially if he start missing some teeth. 25 an hour. That 25 an hour everywhere? Because depending on where you live, it may be less. But I don't think CNAs make that much money. That may 25 an hour may be the going rate in California. I wonder how much it is in Ohio. Thank you. I'm obsessed with purple. Yeah, purple. People can't rock. A lot of people can't rock purple. I thought he cold called her. That's what she's alleging, and that's what he's claiming. But I don't feel it was a cold call. I don't feel it was a mistake. Somebody probably gave him that number and said, here's a sucker you can play that you can use when you get out or even while you're in. I think somebody, and I think even someone said at the last episode on the live chat that sometimes they'll sell numbers and exchange information about females that are outside. somebody probably gave him that information on Ashley. Like that Michael and Sarah and the other chick moment. Yeah. So, but yeah, apparently she claimed he called by mistake and she answered the collect call thinking it was one of her friends. Child, bye. Bye. But with that being said, you guys, let's continue the conversation on that. Told me they do that. And yeah, they trade info. That man is trying to build a career off of using women, in my opinion. He gonna have one that he gonna stay with. Now he got that one that he's staying with pregnant. So technically, she gonna have to deal with him for at least 18 years or for the rest of her life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has it in the bag. And what's so crazy is he know they so insecure. The more he treat them like shit, the more they gonna do stuff for him. Probably. That's how those type of women operate. If I treat you like shit, or if I act like you don't matter, you gonna give me more things. So yeah. So with that being said, you guys, let's continue the conversation below. This one is probably the most interesting one besides what's her name, Kiana. Those are gonna be the two that we're definitely gonna talk about, child. But yeah, I guess I'm never gonna see a woman on here that makes me question why she's even on the show. I don't think I've had one of those moments yet. Like, it's very obvious, I guess, why these women are on the show. There's a controlling issue, there's an insecure issue. You know what I'm saying? They need to have a therapist on this show. But I haven't had a moment yet where I'm like, why is this girl on this show? I haven't had one of those moments yet. Allegedly, right? I knew when the guy showed up, he need a moment with them outside of wanting to call the model chick. Right. Right. It makes you wonder what was up in that freaking that they was smoking. You don't necessarily know what was up in that, right? I miss the older ones like Andre and Lamar. Yeah, I don't know, y'all, but we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to continue on and see what's gonna happen. But y'all also let me know if you feel this is real. Like, do you feel the Ashley part of this is real? And if it is, like, what are the odds that Love at the Lockup now is getting all of these throuples? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm still kind of on the fence on if this is legit or not. I really am. But we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But I guess maybe where they are in Ohio, it's perfectly normal for this to happen. I got to get on their pages and investigate. Right. It does seem sketchy. It does. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for listening, especially for those who've been on both lives tonight. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Even the replay gang, I appreciate y'all. For those who are new, welcome to the Chris Nicole channel. Over here, we laugh, we have fun. Make sure you hit the like, share the channel, share the video, subscribe. Liking and subscribing is free. So with that being said, you guys, again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.